YouTube, what is up? But really, what is up, guys? This is an update video where I do some talking and tell you about my life, about some things that have entered my head, then I'm gonna use my mouth to tell them at you. All right. But yeah, my life has been pretty cool, I think. Actually, last week was awful. Let's just put that out there, okay? Last week, Brian Ames was vacationing in Mexico, so I got to be Brian Ames and myself, which doesn't work. Makes me really glad that I have Brian Ames in my life. Is this getting too mushy? Brian Ames is a good dude, and he really helps out around here, and I'm glad that I'm not him this week, is what I'm trying to say. But now that it's this week, and Brian Ames is back at Shred Quarters doing what he does, life is good. I'm trying to get ahead of myself in videos again, because the beginning of the year, there's always so much to deal with, like planning stuff with the company, taxes. It's just a busy time of the year. So now it's like warm again and my schedule's loosening up and I'm able to go skateboard. It's amazing. I'm skating every day lately and I'm rusty. I'm still a little rusty. I'm losing weight and I'm getting back some of the tricks that I was rocking last year. So it's a good time. You smell like a guitar. First thing I want to talk about is that I uploaded a picture on my Instagram. It's a cool application that you can post your photos. I don't know if you've heard of it. So people could kind of get a kick out of how I rename my Adobe Premiere Pro projects when it freezes, because the new edition of Premiere Pro, it freezes on me all the time, and this is like the best computer I've ever had, and everything else works great on it. It's just this program freezes. I don't know why. I have ton of RAM. As you can see on this list, I just renamed them very ridiculous things using the word suck, because it sucks when I lose work or the program freezes. It's awful. And people can't just look at this as what it is. They can't just read the titles and be like, that's funny, or Andy, you're not funny. They have to go into a Mac versus PC war. And it's just like, why do people care so much if somebody has a different thing? Like, if you have a PS4, awesome. If you have an Xbox One, cool. I don't care. I like what I like, and whatever you like, I'm glad that you like it. But oh, the internet. I have had PCs that are awful. I've had custom-built PCs by people that build custom PCs that are awful. I've had Macs mess up too. Computers just do that. Machines just don't work sometimes, and it's just the way life is. I prefer Macs. I've had much less trouble with Macs over the PC. I eventually just, when I had the custom one built and it still was giving me headaches, I was like, I'm done. I'm gonna try to switch to Mac, and it was awesome. But at the same time, you are completely able to like PC. You can like whatever computer you like. I don't really care, as long as you're happy. The internet, it just makes me want to pull my hair out sometimes. When I see people doing that, and I've said this before, it's like if you have a gerbil and your friend has a hamster and you talking trash like, yeah, your hamster sucks. Gerbils are where it's at, man. You're an idiot for having a hamster. Like, gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm done with that rant though. I had to go on, because when the comments started rolling in that didn't have anything to do with what I was talking about, it just made me want to punch myself in the face. I can't cut my hair. I have a commercial that's happening later, and they want to have control over how I look. And that's all I'm going to say right now, but it's really annoying that I can't cut my hair, because look at it. It needs to be cut. I don't know. I think it needs to be cut. Even when it's cut, it looks dumb, so I guess I'm not really missing out on anything. But Force! The Force launch is happening tonight at midnight. April 2nd is when the title comes out, so when the clock strikes midnight, Eastern Standard Time here in Ohio, that's when the Force stuff comes out. We have 6 new wheels dropping, and then we have 3 t-shirts. If you want to check those out, just go to theshredquarters.com. The link is right down there. Or you can type it into your URL box above this thing if you're on a computer. I'm sad to say that we are postponing the Force tour. Jason Park is injured, Aaron Kyra couldn't make it, and Chris Chan couldn't make it. So that was like 3 people were like, we gotta do this another time. So we are still having people come into town. So we're gonna be doing some projects next month in the Force world, Revive world, all that stuff. I'm sorry, we'll probably be releasing some like video parts or something. Like you'll be getting content is what I'm trying to say. So, but the Force tour will happen. That's the cool thing. So we will be on the East Coast. And next month we'll probably at least do a skate and hang of some sort. We might make it out of Cincinnati, because we always do them in Cincinnati. So we'll figure it out, and I will keep you guys updated. I don't care if he's Scissors, he's my friend. But the Revive world is rocking. I mean, we just released the spring stuff a few weeks ago, and all is well. One thing I gotta say though is We Aren't Revenge has put on pause. This is the first year that I'm not gonna do a full season of We Aren't Revenges. I literally just wrapped up last season, and the reason I'm doing this is because I really want to focus on Take Over the World. I want everyone to have a chance to film for it and put their time in and get some tricks that they're proud of. We Aren't Revenge takes a lot out of us, especially me. Like, it's very hard to film We Aren't Revenges and worry about putting them all together and making it happen and film for a video part at the same time. So you'll get some We Aren't Revenges this year, but it might just be like 2 or 3 like spread out. Either way, you're gonna be getting content all the time. You're gonna be getting a day in the life, Where Else Wednesdays, all that stuff's gonna keep going, but We Aren't Revenge is gonna slow down. Next year we'll be back at it. It'll be a full season. It'll be fun, just like it always is. I'm sorry to delay that news on you, but Take Over the World is gonna be really, really, really awesome. The stuff that's being filmed for it is really good, and we're proud of it so far. So hang in there. This holiday season, you're getting a new Revive full length. Another thing that I got going on in my life is a new show. I'm doing a new kind of like a video game, or basically a nerdy news show, if you may. Ryan Chambers and I are working on it together, and we're actually going to do a podcast at the same time. That's going to be on Ryan's side of things, but I'll let you guys know how to listen to it and tune in. But it'll be like, there's a lot of internet shows out there where just people like talk about current events, and it'll be weird and goofy how I do all my videos. I do my best to make it as entertaining as possible, but hang in there. We're going to work on it. We got a bunch of like podcast equipment and stuff, so when we get that, I'll probably film a test of the actual video as well. If you like superheroes, if you like video games, all that stuff, that's what we're going to talk about. Movies, basically everything I always talk about in general here in the update videos, but we're going to make it goofy, just to let you know that's happening. It is story time. Yes, it is. I'm going to tell you a story. It's going to be in high school, okay? Paint the setting. Paint a high school around you right now, and that's where this was like in 11th grade or something, so I was like almost an actual adult, okay? And we were doing some game where we asked trivia questions, okay? Well, it was fun. It was one of those things where like, gather around, we're going to play this game, guys and gals or whatever. And despite my voice, it was a female teacher. It was, so just imagine that same thing with a girl's voice, a woman's voice, whatever you want to say it. On my team, it was like one of my team members asking the rest of our team members, they were giving us hints to come up with whatever they were thinking of or whatever the card said, I don't know, one of those games, and I said it, okay? They said something, and I used my brain to come up with the answer, and it was right. No, the teacher wasn't having anything of it. She said there was no way I could have got that answer without cheating. She literally didn't give us the point because she thought I was too dumb to come up with the answer, which was correct. And I 100% used my freaking brain to come up with that. And it was the most offensive thing that probably happened to me during all of school, because there's an adult, you're a teacher. Like, that's the worst thing you could do, is basically tell a student he's dumb. And she didn't only tell me that I was dumb, she told me that I was too dumb to be that smart. And it was just like, to answer a question that right. And it was oh my gosh, if that happened today, I would call her out. I would chew her out in front of the whole class, okay? But kids, don't do that. Don't chew your teacher out. Become an adult and then talk about how you would chew your teacher out. It's a much better option, probably. This is a responsible thing, I don't know. It was my high school cooking teacher. It was a cooking class. It was a freaking cooking class, and she was telling me oh my gosh, it burned my bees. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like the right thing to say. There's a few like teachers that were the greatest teachers ever that I walked away from high school and I was like, those people ruled. And I'm walking away thinking about this cooking teacher, about how she shouldn't have been a teacher if she's gonna accuse students of being too dumb. There's the moral of the story of today. Check your voicemail. No. Charge your phone. But that's it, guys. That's my random ranting / update video. If you guys liked hanging out with me, goofing around, hit the subscribe button. I do videos every single day, and I have a blast doing it. Thank you guys for watching. That is it. I am going to turn this a different color. Told you. I told you. Look at that. It is blue now. The pen is blue. Okay, so basically I was like almost an adult, I mean, like technically an adult, whatever, I still I question if I'm an adult these days. No, I'm kidding. I'm great. I pay my bills. What am I talking about? I'm telling you stories right now. That was the sound of Ryan Chambers taping. First thing I want to talk about is that I uploaded a picture purely for... This is weird. What's happening with Revive though? So... Boy, why do you do that? Why do you look at the camera and make a weird face and start talking in a voice like this? Frankly, I do it because I'm insecure and I have a job opportunity in Cleveland. What am I saying? I don't know. Words just come out when I want them to. Banana.